I'm standing here with Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales. We are at the Communications Congress here in Berlin. I'm really very pleased to meet you. My first question is, Wikipedia is a non-profit organization. Do you regret sometimes for not being a billionaire like other internet gurus such as Zuckerberg or, yeah?
Yeah, no. Wikipedia is something very, very special in our culture, and it's really an amazing thing in my life to be a part of this amazing thing. And yeah, my life is super interesting.
So you keep it like Francis Underwood in House of Cards. Influence is more important than money.
Well, I'm not sure. I've never pushed anyone under a train, but.
More than 100,000 people are writing for Wikipedia. What does collaboration mean to you?
Well, I mean, for me, collaboration is really a very human thing, and it's about people getting to know each other, and it's about sharing common values and a purpose to be able to get something done. And it's not easy to achieve. It requires constant work and thoughtfulness, but when you can achieve it, it's amazing.
More than 5 million articles have been written in English. And English is, so to say, the number one language. And surprisingly, Swedish is number two. I was really amazed by that fact. I mean, Sweden is known to be a very social and socially responsible country. Do you think there is a link between culture and yeah, being open to share information?
Well, I mean, yes, I do think there's a link between culture and openness to sharing information, of course. But I think the Swedish example is maybe not the best one because the Swedes have used bots to really inflate their article count. So they're a bit cheated. It isn't that the Swedish community has been more collaborative or more generous than many other communities around. They are collaborative, they are generous, but they also, the number of entries is a poor measure these days because some communities are accepting of bot-written articles and other communities are not. So.
Okay, I didn't know that. Regarding companies, is it harder to implement collaborative tools into hierarchically managed companies or let's say top-down structured companies? I'm thinking of tools such as social intranets, yeah, to collect and share knowledge.
Well, certainly there's a tension between top-down authoritarian approaches and collaboration and openness. But I think that the companies who do have problems with this should really rethink their top-down approach because it's not working anymore. And there's such incredible value to realizing that good ideas may come from anywhere within an organization, and finding ways to empower the good idea that may change the future of the company is incredibly important.
How can employees be convinced of that method of collaborative thinking?
Well, it has to be really encouraged from the top. It has to be supported from the top. People need to see that now collaborating with others isn't just one more job duty that's being imposed on me. It's actually a more efficient way of getting done what I was already doing. There's a lot of elements to this that you really have to integrate it into your culture in a very strong way in order for employees to really be able to buy into it.
I realized that tools such as social intranets work much better in companies which are structured, not top-down, and have more an open culture of sharing information and then not keeping them for themselves. My last question is, how is it possible to ensure a diversity of expertise and interests if a company is relying on a community of contributors?
Well, I mean, I think it's easier if you do rely on a community than if you don't, because if you're very top-down and selecting experts to work with, you're not going to get a diversity of people. If you have an open culture where you accept that good ideas can come from anywhere, then you'll get cross-disciplinary work within your company, you'll get people contributing, collaborating, people bringing value to a space that you never thought of them doing. So I think there's... you know, at Wikipedia we see this all the time, that we'll see on a particular topic, you'll see people working on it who are experts in that field, You'll see people who are experts at Wikipedia. You'll see people who are just amateurs who are interested, who can come and ask the right questions. Sometimes someone who's an expert in the field isn't necessarily the best person to explain it to the layperson. And so that kind of collaboration where you get different kinds of people working together improves the end result.
You said before that 87% of Wikipedia authors are male, so this is quite a problem. What are you trying to change it?
Yeah, so the fact that so many Wikipedia editors are male is globally something we consider to be a problem. Fortunately, the 87% who are male also consider it a problem, so it is something that we have a commitment in the community to changing. There's a lot of different reasons for it, some of which we understand are a little bit beyond our control. Cultural reasons. We can have an impact on that, but we're not going to change the way the world works. Other things are technological reasons. So one of the things that I always say first, before I talk about this, is I'm not saying that women aren't good at computers. What I'm saying is that Wikipedia community is largely computer geeks, and they're overwhelmingly male. But there are also, I always give the example of my father doesn't edit Wikipedia. He's in his 70s. He's not a tech person. If he clicks edit and he gets a wiki markup language he's not comfortable with, he just won't edit. And so our technology can limit people from participating for reasons having nothing to do with their ability to share knowledge. And we want to change that. So we're investing a lot in our visual editor, making software easier to use for more people who aren't computer geeks.
Thank you very much for that interview.